Hey gamers, when Demon's Souls launched in 2009, no one knew it would spawn a whole new genre. I didn't expect to get hooked either, but here we are today. Souls-like means brutal combat, tight controls, clever worlds, and serious respect for your patience and sanity. I've played almost every Souls-like out there, and after countless deaths and victories, I've put my personal list of the top 15 best Souls-like games out currently you must play. Let's see if you agree or rage quit. Before we go into the list, I want to tell you about my favorite place to buy games, and that's Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an awesome site for grabbing games at great prices. Not only they always have fantastic discounts, but also they running giveaways you won't want to miss. Seriously, these deals are hard to beat. Where else are you going to find prices this good? Why pay full price when you can grab the same game for way less, right? Yeah, you can shop for games on all kinds of platforms, like PC, PS5, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. There are also numerous convenient products to enhance your gaming experience, such as subscriptions, gift cards, and many more. No worries, it's 100% legit, fast, and super easy to use, and their support team is available 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Go check out your favorite games by using the link in the description below and start saving your cash with Instant Gaming. And by using my link, you're not just getting awesome deals, but also supporting this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. As a Souls-like fan, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin hits that sweet spot of fast, stylish combat blended with Team Ninja's signature depth. You play as Jack Garland, a guy who's basically obsessed with defeating chaos. He's kind of intense, a bit dramatic, and the combat here made me smile. It's fast, flashy, aggressive, and full of style. You can mash and still look sick, or go full sweat mode and parry everything like a god. And yeah, the job system is easily the highlight. You've got a massive lineup: Mage, Ronin, Lancer, Pugilist, and more, each with their own combos, skill trees, and playstyles. Swapping jobs on the fly, mid-fight feels incredibly fluid and lets you tailor your approach to any encounter. Rise of the Ronin is exactly what I wanted. A stylish samurai ARPG that mixes Souls-like challenge with Team Ninja finesse. And in here, you play as one of the Blade Twins, warriors raised under a legendary swordsman. The story hits strong from the start: brotherhood, loyalty, broken promises, and the personal journey spanning major historical events. Team Ninja brings that signature tight and punishing combat, but gives it its own twist with the Kai system, your stamina style bar that governs everything from attacking to perfect parries. And the counter spark, a parry mechanic that feels insanely good to pull off. Time it right, and you break enemy posture, opening them up for brutal finishers. Miss it, and you feel the intensity spike. Exactly what we love from a Souls-like. Lords of the Fallen is one of the most ambitious non-FromSoft Souls-likes I've played. The game throws you into a universe set 1,000 years after the original. You're a lamp bearer who can walk between two worlds: Axiom, the living, and Umbral, the dead. This dual realm setup isn't just a gimmick, it powers the game's personality. Co-op in Lords of the Fallen is one of the most fun implementations in a Souls-like. You can stick with your partner for the entire game without resummoning, and that creates a true "we're in this together" feeling. Combines this with shared enemy rewards and easy friend matchmaking, and it becomes a great game to run with buddies. Code Vein is a Souls-like game with a cool anime style. Bandai Namco takes the familiar action RPG foundation we know and love, then mixes it with a post-apocalyptic world full of blood-fueled powers, stylish characters, and a unique class system that lets you experiment freely. What I really like is the freedom Code Vein gives you. Instead of locking you into one build, the game lets you switch blood codes, basically classes, anytime you want. When it comes to combat, hell yeah, you have an AI partner here. The AI partner system is a blessing for players who like exploring without constant pressure. Each partner has their own style, and pairing the right one with your build makes battles feel dynamic. Fighting groups of enemies becomes way more thrilling when someone is backing you up.
Moving. On 3.
Remnant from the Ashes already had that special mix of guns, monsters, and Souls-like tension, but Remnant 2 straight up evolves the formula. The worlds are more alive, the procedural generation is actually meaningful now, and the sense of adventure is stronger than ever. Each new run throws something different at you, new bosses, new NPCs, new missions, and it really does feel like your playthrough is unique. Fast dodges, clean shooting, satisfying melee, and crazy mod-driven abilities make every fight feel dynamic and tactical. And yeah, the game is practically designed to be played more than once, with randomized missions, shifting world layouts, and secrets hidden everywhere. No two playthroughs feel the same.
Not be over.
If you love Sekiro, if you love tight combat, or if you simply want a 2D action game that respects your time and skill, then Nine Souls is the real deal. This game takes the best parts of Sekiro's parry-focused combat, fuses it with Metroidvania exploration. The result? One of the most satisfying 2D action games I've played in years. You play as Yi, your mission is to hunt down and eliminate the Nine Souls, the rulers of New Kunlun. These Nine Souls are powerful leaders who control the realm. And here's the surprising part. The platforming is just as fun as the combat. You've got wall jumps, air dashes, air parries, and that awesome Tai Chi kick. All of it makes every area feel like a smooth, fast-paced playground that's built for stylish movement and momentum. Wukong Fallen Dynasty takes the intensity of Sekiro's deflect system, blends it with Team Ninja's signature speed and style, and throws you into a dark fantasy twist on the Three Kingdoms era. The combat feels incredibly fluid, sparks fly, blades clash, and every encounter becomes this satisfying back and forth rhythm where you're constantly reading, reacting, and dominating instead of stamina. Wukong revolves around spirit, a system that constantly shifts depending on what you do. And because this is Team Ninja, the weapon variety is awesome. Straight sabers, dual blades, pole arms, each weapon hits differently, and has flashy martial arts that keep combat feeling dynamic and fresh. And whether you want to team up with them or call in friends for co-op, Wukong gives you options without taking away the core challenge and fun of combat. Another Crab's Treasure is an underwater-themed Souls-like game that brings something new to the genre. You play as Krill, a tiny crab on a mission to reclaim his stolen shell. And that simple setup turns into a full-on underwater adventure packed with personality. Combat hits that sweet spot between approachable and satisfying. You've got your standard light-heavy attacks, but the real twist comes from the shell system. Every shell you equip changes your defense, weight, and even grants magical abilities. Slip into a soda can and suddenly you're firing bubble blasts. Jump into another shell and your whole kit adjusts. It keeps combat fresh and lets you experiment constantly, especially during boss fights. Stellar Blade is a must-play game for anyone who loves stylish combat, amazing boss battles, and fulfilling the desires of single men, right? In this game, you play as Eve, a super-trained soldier sent back to Earth to save humanity that almost wiped out by alien monsters called the Nighttiba. Combat is everything you want it to be: fast, stylish, readable, rewarding, and packed with animations that feel like they were ripped out of a top-tier character action game. Every fight feels like a rhythmic duel, and once you start perfect parrying enemy strings, you feel like yeah, I'm good with this. The game wants you to fight beautifully, chaining combos, bursting down bosses, and turning every encounter into a show. Black Myth Wukong is an action RPG with one of the most iconic stories, Journey to the West. You play as a monkey warrior who sets out to restore the legendary legacy of Sun Wukong. And while not a pure Souls-like, Black Myth Wukong delivers the same thrill of learning enemy patterns, mastering timing, and overcoming intense fights. Bosses hit hard, battles are fast-paced, and victory feels earned. It blends elements of Souls combat with more modern ARPG design, resulting in something fresh but still familiar to fans of the genre. Leveling is streamlined, encouraging you to experiment with skills that fit your playstyle. And the boss fights are definitely the highlight. It's big, dramatic, skill-based battles that test your timing and reward your mastery. WUCHANG Fallen Feathers immediately pulls you in with its dark Ming Dynasty setting and the mystery surrounding by WUCHANG's lost memories. As you push forward, the combat quickly becomes the star of the show, mixing aggressive strikes with fast dodges and spellcasting that feels incredibly smooth. The weapon variety keeps things fresh, whether you prefer the reach of spears, the power of axes, or magic-focused blades for spell-heavy playstyles. Customization gets even deeper with stones, needles, and special weapon swap attacks that encourage you to constantly tweak your build. The game also spices things up with the madness system, turning every death into a risky but exciting boost in damage and tension. Nioh 2 is an action RPG that proves Team Ninja refuses to slow down. This sequel doesn't just upgrade the original, it evolves it, expands it, and transforms it into one of the most satisfying samurai fantasy Souls-like games. Combat is satisfying. Fast like Ninja Gaiden, smart like Dark Souls, and flexible enough to let you build the playstyle you want. 3 stances, elemental buffs, smooth Kai pulses, and yokai skills. The yokai shift and burst counter mechanics make every fight feel fresh. Transforming into a yokai mid-battle and smashing enemies with supernatural power is straight up hype. The co-op mode in the Nioh 2 isn't just an extra feature, it's one of the best parts of the entire game. It's challenging but never frustrating because you work as a true team. The first Berserker Khazan is a standout Souls-like experience that delivers some of the most rewarding combat and boss encounters in this 20 to 25. You play as Khazan, a betrayed general whose body is possessed by a ghostly warrior, and your goal is revenge against those who betrayed you. Now let's talk combat, because this is where Khazan really steals the show. You've got Brink Guard for parrying and Brink Dodge for flashy, invincible dodges that can even chain into attacks. And the bosses in this game are some of the best I've ever fought. They punish mistakes, reward skill, and make every victory feel incredible. You die a lot, sure, but every fight teaches you something new, and that makes winning so much sweeter.
Little vantage point. Really add some...
Lies of P takes you on an amazing adventure through the dark city of Krat. Inspired by the classic Pinocchio story, this Souls-like mixes gothic style, exciting combat, and a story that's easy to get into. The combat is sharp, rewarding, and full of depth. It's not about mashing buttons. Timing your blocks, parries, and attacks is key. The guard regain system encourages you to stay aggressive while managing risk, and the Fable meter adds some flashy, satisfying special attacks. Every weapon and its abilities can be customized and create a fighting style that feels truly your own. And boss fights? Oh, they're epic. You can summon specters if you need a hand, or go solo for that classic Souls-like thrill. Either way, each encounter feels intense, rewarding, and perfectly matched to the game's dark, immersive atmosphere. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is a game that challenges you, excites you, and makes every victory feel earned. The combat in Sekiro is something special. Unlike other games where you can mix and match builds and playstyles, here it's all about mastering Wolf himself. Timing your parries, breaking enemy posture, and landing that perfect death blow becomes second nature once you get the rhythm. Boss fights in Sekiro are next level intense. There's a real sense of accomplishment in beating a boss after multiple tries, because it's not just about leveling up. It's about mastering the Wolf's rhythm and skill, landing a perfectly timed counter, or breaking an enemy's posture to deliver that satisfying death blow is beyond rewarding.
Better luck in your next life,
For honorable, we have Where Winds Meet. Where Winds Meet is an open-world action RPG where you can play solo or team up with friends in co-op. The combat is absolutely thrilling. It's fast-paced, Sekiro-style action with parries that feel incredibly satisfying when you nail them. Combat is tight and engaging, leaning into a Sekiro-style parry system that makes every boss encounter feel epic. There's a ton of variety in the weapons and martial arts, letting you mix up your fighting style. You can also upgrade your weapons, martial arts, and abilities as you explore, giving you plenty of ways to grow stronger and feel more connected to your character. And the best part, it's free to play without locking gameplay behind paywalls. Cosmetics are the only optional purchases, so you can enjoy the full adventure without spending a dime. And that's it for today. Those were lists the top 15 to best Souls-like games out currently you must play. Got a hidden gem I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or discovered a new title to add to your collection, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss future content. Once again, if you want to buy games with a cheap price, the link in the description okay. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.